New update info coverage. Let's get into it, shall we? So let's kick things off with new champions coming into MCOC, and those are going to be Absorbing Man and Baron Zemo. So we've got Absorbing Man coming into the Crystals and Arena 19th of January, and well, depending on early access bundles, which kind of come out from time to time. And also we've got the 26th of January, Baron Zemo is going to be entering Crystals and Arena. But do bear in mind, pre-release bundles could see that be a bit different on the release. There's so many other things going on in the update. We're going to look at the side quest in a moment, which is Mojo's Choice, which is going to be helping beings Flunky challenge the best contest has to offer. To inform you from voting choices, Mojo will graciously allow you to fight the loser of the choice each week of his choice each week. Oh, so he's having his own kind of like choice and a kind of a fun thing. All right, cool. There's also going to be quest difficulty updates. So there is going to be something geared towards those that are Thronebreaker and Paragon, and also these kind of threat levels, which we'll talk about in a minute. There's also exciting news about Eternity of Pain. Now, you can probably see Grandmaster Gauntlet there. I'm pretty excited about that. But the Eternity of Pain acceptance is looking to be quite spicy. We don't know the rewards yet. That's going to be the most interesting thing. And Karina's Challenges Volume 3. That's pretty mega. So acceptance is going to be the final part of Eternity of Pain, where you'll be tasked with dealing with 16 of the previous Eternity of Pain fights spread over 2 paths. So that's going to be, well, it's going to be a bit of a challenge. Good, it's going to be 2 paths because you can set yourself up for your team, which I guess is going to be a little bit annoying because you'll be like, okay, well, I need to kind of set my team up to kind of face off against this in a certain way. So I can imagine it's going to be fun. And also a lot of thought process is going to have to go into it. Because if you're only allowed a team of 3, you may be allowed a team of 5. And if you're allowed a team of 5, that's going to be important. But the only kind of like issue to that is probably how you set yourself up for your Karina's challenges. And you might have to be like, well, I might have to have a specific champion on the team, which could change things. That will and solo objectives which will further increase the pain and difficulty, coming January 18th, ladies and gentlemen, January 18th. So preparation is going to be key for that one, and also time limiting when to do it. A lot of the Eternity of Pains have been, you've got to get it done within 7 days, or for the weekly, and then it's like a month, like 3 weeks, 3 weeks to a month. So I wonder how long you'll get to do it, because that's going to be another key thing as well, because time will not be on your side. But it's good to know that Kabam are doing these things rather than, an Abyss of Legends or stuff like that, because I like these kind of like limited time only doing them things. But that's when Grandmaster Gauntlet comes in to this, because if you liked Infamous, is it Infamous? No, Nameless Thanos, then, well, he's back in the Grandmaster Gauntlet, which, as Kabam say, the challenge returns, which is good to see it return. And this time you'll need keys to get the greatest rewards. Players will be awarded keys based on how many times they have previously completed the hardest path of the Gauntlet. What? How many times they have previously completed the hardest path of the Gauntlet? Does that mean it's changed? I mean, I've already done it. I did it back in 2021. But now it's 2023, and what does that mean? Does that mean that, like, because I've done all of them previously, that I will get all the keys? I don't know. That needs to be explained really about that one. So that no one is left out if they missed before, keys will also be added to the end of Act 6. But, so if people have done Act 6. So that even future players can experience the full difficulty of Gauntlet for themselves. Anyway, I'm sure that we'll learn a bit more about that one. There's some things that do need to be kind of like, definitely kind of like included. Iron Man Infinity War Wiccan of an update. We'll look at the spotlights another time. New relics have been discovered. We'll have a look at that. I think we'll be doing another video on that one. New fighting stage. We've covered this before. You've probably seen the images, which looks like this, courtesy of JAC. So yeah, if you've not seen this, I think we covered it last month as well, like this new kind of fighting stage. There's quite a few bug fixes, whether or not it's champion specific or node interaction specific. So let's get into the side quest. One of the things I'm really excited to see is the new extent of difficulty for the side quest, how these threat level works, and that's going to be very, very important. So long-awaited difficulty rebalance is here and brought a new challenge aimed at Thronebreaker Plus summoners. As a result, the name conventions you've been familiar with are so long have changed. We've introduced scaling threats to replace difficulties tied directly to progression titles. And that's going to be one of the key things, because we had Elder difficulty, and I think Kabam were playing around with that for the time. It may not be something that they come back to, but yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how that works. Also, this vote thing, this Mojo's Choice, and how this works. He's running Mojo's Choice event this year. The summoners can help by being his Funky challenge the best contest has to offer and submit your vote. A new quest and vote will be available each week. It's worth noting Mojo probably doesn't care who you vote for. 4 weekly side quests, 1 released each week, 2 paths each, 1 with a buff node, 1 without, 1 energy per step, 5 difficulty including new Thronebreaker difficulty, rewards rework to scale Thronebreaker progression. So I'm looking forward to seeing what these rewards are. That's going to be the key thing. And also complete 2 sets of side objectives for additional rewards. Cool, do that one. And also there's Mojo Choice Crystal. And how to vote. Each week summoners receive an in-game mail from Mojo, which includes Mojo's Choice Vote item. Use these items to purchase Mojo Choice Ballot Box from the Featured tab store, order to submit your vote and collect exclusive Mojo themed profile pictures. So those don't give any kind of reward, just profile pictures. So if you like profile pictures, hey, you have at it. But there's nothing super substantial with that one to note. And a quick scoot around on the rewards. It looks like some of the solo objectives, which we'll do like the breakdown of the guide that we normally do, it looks to be something that just go through the threat level. I also better check, to be honest, that we can do all difficulties. So I think you can access, especially from how it reads, it looks like you can do all difficulties, which is going to be beneficial. It doesn't say anything to say you cannot do that, but it definitely looks like, you know, if you want to, for whatever reason, pick up stuff at an uncollected level, which you might want to do. You might want some relic shards and kind of get some relics. I don't know, it's up to you. Obviously, it's your account. But you might want to get that. Also, because there's things like tier 1 basic alloy fragments, which is something I'm hunting for now. I'm looking to kind of like get myself involved with the relic scene, because look, it's in the game, which you know, as you know, Kabam are forcing these things on you, and you know, I'm not going to moan about it, but I'm just going to get involved with it. Yeah, it looks like there's relic shards, alloys and things. It looks like there's a lot more tier 1 basic alloy on offer. I think in previous months there hasn't been that much. If you've got Cavalier and the second, because there's 2 objectives, it looks like you get a good amount. I will do some breakdown of the side quest rewards totals tomorrow, so look out for that, just to see like, okay, well, are we getting some more stuff here? It looks like it's more valuable? Is it interesting? And this is why. There we go. Now we see this is as I've called it in the video, I think this week or last week. No, it was this week. The depreciation has occurred, where the depreciation means that Kabam are valuing less the 5-star relic shards and now giving you out a lot more. Whereas before you'd only get like 1k. Now you're going to be getting, I'd say, no, or was it less than 1k? It could be less than 1k, like 500 5-star shards. Now it's 1k, and you'll see that go up in increments, like it maybe next time like 2k. This is why we're seeing things like, you know, event rewards increasing. And yeah, I'll put this all together. I know you can pretty much see it right here, especially go to the level 4 threat. So level 4 threat is that's going to be Cavalier. And for those that are Cavalier, 6-star shard, 6k for the side quest. Not too bad, not brilliant. But if you can do both level 3 and level 4, which I need to go up in a moment just to kind of like double read that just to make sure, because I thought it was like it did say some threats that are kind of associated with your progression. And let's face it, if you're Cavalier, you know, do you want to be sticking around on 6k 6-star shards for the month? You kind of be looking like, well, is it going to be more on offer? Especially because you go down the route of what's on offer with Thronebreaker, and on a monthly basis you'll be looking at like there 15k. That's a little bit better than what it is in previous months, but we've seen 15k before. What else? 50% of a tier 5 class kata selector. This kind of comes in line close to the elder difficulty before. Tier 3 alpha fragments, 9k. Tier 6 basic fragments, 11,400 NAS. That still feels like a bit kind of like on the low, so I won't think this is going to be ridiculously difficult. And as well, 6-star signature stones, 10 on it as well. Tier 5 basics 3, nice, and tier 2 alpha 4. Again, that's nice. And a tier 5 CC fully formed, that did kind of come in line close to that elder difficulty of November, I want to say. I mean, yeah, how it reads, it doesn't necessarily say I can and necessarily say I cannot do all of the threat levels. I mean, for me, because I want to get myself the relic shards, I might want to do level 3 through to level 5, which is Uncollected Cavalier and Thronebreaker. So it may be a case that that's where I can do, or maybe it's a case I've only got to stick to my stipulated level 5 threat that I can only do. I don't know 100% if that is indeed the case, but as well, looking at the rewards, I would like to do both, especially if the rewards were kind of netting me something like, okay, well, I can do what is it, threat level 4, get myself 6k 6-star shards, get myself plus the 15,000, that's 21,000 overall, and as well maybe do the level threat number 3 to pick up myself maybe some more shards of like mojo crystal shards, just to kind of do some openings and things. But you know, getting that extra, what is it, like 2,500 shards, it's an addition to it already, putting me in a close to, how many is that, 6,000 plus that 21,000, 23,500, so 23,500 6-star shards in total. Yeah, okay, I'd be interested in doing that one because it's 6-star shards. I need it for the next 6-star featured. I'm doing incursions. I'll do the top zone bonus of incursions reset. So yeah, that's probably where, you know, I might be at with it. And of course there is a crystal, which is Mojo's choice crystal, which is Magneto, Nimrod, Falcon. There's always some good champions there. Human Torch, Ultron, Dot of Voodoo. It gets a bit sketchy after this. I mean, Iron Man Infinity War, I have to look at the buff. Longshot's great, especially for Battlegrounds. Xerxes, great for Battlegrounds. Scarlet Witch, OG, yeah, pretty good actually. I need to get an Awakening. Ant-Man, Black Widow, Gore for sure. It's a great rhyme, by the way. And a few other ones that will be helpful for if you get them at 6-star, 5-star, whatever, and you're looking to incorporate them into Battlegrounds. But in any case, that is it. That's been a bit of an overview. We'll look at side quest totals tomorrow, and probably a couple more videos to post on goings on for the new update. Thank you very much for watching. Check out some other content. What's your thoughts on the new update coming in and this particular event? I'll see you later on. Cheers, everybody. Have a great day. Bye bye.